Mr. Speaker, good afternoon. The Internet has undoubtedly been part of our life, be it at home or at work or while we play. We use the Internet directly or indirectly. So much so, it is almost impossible to live without it. Doing research for education, dynamic navigation while driving, exploring new recipes for the next party meal, or even searching for that box office movie. The Internet is now becoming an indispensable part of our daily life. Our high dependency on it has made Internet part of us. Like many things which is part of us, it can also be deemed to be private until when it is violated. Violation of privacy leads to dire consequences. This could mean loss of business, loss of self-esteem for an individual, or even loss of life. While we want to believe that Internet is safe and secure, however, a dark side of it exists and must to be managed and controlled. Mr. Speaker, please allow me to share my own personal experience as a victim who was held ransom by ransomware called Loki. It happened in April 2016, where my work computer was attacked by a software virus which eventually encrypted and locked all my data files. This resulted in me not being able to open or run any of my files. It was a complete disaster, as all my work was stored in a computer. It was also unfortunate that the virus also attacked the backup files, both in my computer and the main server. This eventually rendered me helpless, as I could neither provide all the required information nor could I prepare any information for my potential business acquisition. I felt intruded, and my personal space had been violated. Mentally, I felt no difference than a person who had been physically violated. At this juncture, I wish the authorities could have acted and the culprit be apprehended and be dealt with according to the rule of law. However, this never happened. Eventually, I managed to recover all the attack files through a third-party overseas service provider, but with a fee of a few $1,000 US. I felt that I was held ransom, and the only way to recover all my files was to pay that ransom fee. This is not right and should never have happened at all. However, the truth is it did not stop. Not only that it did not stop, in fact, more and bigger cyber attacks occurred in the preceding years. Just giving some examples, I believe some of my colleagues has already shared this. In October to December 2013, a cyber attack called the Messiah created havoc as several systems and portals were compromised. Users were redirected to suspicious and unknown websites, and this undermined the confidence of Internet users. However, fortunately, the culprit was eventually apprehended. We always thought that our military should be the last place and institution that cyber attack to occur. Unfortunately, our Ministry of Defense was hacked on 1st February 2017, where details of some of our servicemen and personnel, including their Singapore ID numbers, telephone numbers, and birth dates, were leaked. On 14 May 2017, ransomware WannaCry crippled the world for 3 consecutive days and compromised more than 3,000 systems globally. This was considered as one of the major cyber attacks of the decade. On 28 June 2017, Petya, which was considered as more dangerous than previously known ransomwares, created havoc as it encrypted the master file tree tables for NTFS, overwriting the master boot record. It spread through malicious emails with booby-trapped MS Office document. From there, it downloaded and ran the installer and release a software virus and spread unknowingly. This has a devastating effect as it attacks the purportedly highly secured master file, which is the basis of the file structure system. Mr. Speaker, in all the cases highlighted, cyber intrusion and cyber attack was uninvited and unlawful. It was made with malicious intent, with the objective to create havoc and misery to all parties, including individuals, agencies, and institutions. It undermined the confidence of everyone. Such act must never be condoned, or as it will only lead to unhappiness, anger, and loss of faith. I regard such act as similar to any physical attack on a person, as the consequence from such attack is dire, if not even more. From mental anxieties, for having felt violated in their personal space, to loss of valuable data and information on one's internet-linked devices, such as computer, mobile phones, and others, becoming a victim of cyber attack and lead to serious consequence. It could even be far-reaching, as the outreach from cyber attack can be wide and endless. Mr. Speaker, it is always hope and wish that the relevant authorities will be able to act appropriately and accordingly when such things happen. Thus, the Cybersecurity Bill, which is aimed to establish a working framework in the management of and response to cybersecurity threat, is very much welcome. In addition, a regulatory framework over the owners of critical information infrastructure and cybersecurity service providers will provide an added boost in ensuring that Singapore has a robust cybersecurity framework overall. It is my hope that the regulatory framework be regularly reviewed with higher frequency and in tandem with a fast-changing internet landscape. With that, Mr. Speaker, I wholeheartedly support the bill. Thank you.